fisherman casually tossed a bottle into the sea, and the ocean rewarded him with a mysterious gift. Strange, eerie howling came from the fishing net. The experienced fisherman quickly realized something was wrong. However, that single gunshot would ignite a war between land and sea. The military purchased the creature's corpse from the fisherman. In myths, people called this kind of creature a sea demon, but the general preferred to call them water people. This was my first time seeing such a unique creature. Even my breathing grew heavier, and then the biologists discovered a pearl. They suspected it was equivalent to a water person's ID. But clearly, with current human technology, it couldn't be deciphered. All they could detect was a mass of calcium carbonate. The pearl was placed back where it belonged. I looked at the water person hanging in midair and felt a bit uneasy inside, but I was just a clerk with pitifully low clearance. All I could do was quietly pray for it. However, while all the soldiers were preparing to sleep, danger was already quietly approaching the warehouse where the body was stored. 2 soldiers thought they were only guarding a dead fish and that nothing unexpected would happen. Yet, the enemy launched an attack from underground. The soil beneath the soldiers' feet suddenly became damp. The 2 still hadn't realized the seriousness of the situation. The female soldier was just about to grab her walkie-talkie. The soldier stepped onto the wet soil, trying to pull her up, but in the end, it was just a moment too late. The soldier realized something was wrong and hurriedly used the walkie-talkie to call for backup, but a hand instantly pressed him down. As the alarm blared, I hastily got dressed and followed the soldiers to the warehouse. But aside from the missing body, there was nothing unusual. I noticed a small bulge on the ground and gave it a casual pull, only to yank out a chair. The general urgently called out the soldiers' names over the walkie-talkie, but the radio response came from beneath our feet. Following the sound, the general ordered the ground dug open, and his suspicion was finally confirmed. Soon, a water person was discovered by soldiers at the seaside. There was no doubt. This one was an envoy of the water people. The technical department was already prepared, translating the water person's language in real time. Its message was simple. Humans had killed their kin, and they were forced to strike back. To avoid war, we proposed formal peace talks, and the other side agreed. But in the very next second, all phones began blaring emergency alerts. The water people had already taken control of all the water sources on Earth. What they wanted was never an equal negotiation, but to force humanity to submit through sheer power.